roll some lines for myself. And then the great thing about drawing from nature is, you know, if it's not exact, that could be correct. It might make it look even better because nothing in nature is perfect. Kind of the little irregular edges bring personality to it. So I would just not worry too much about the drawing part and just kind of have fun trying all the new techniques with me. Okay, so that's good enough for my maple leaf here. I'm going to show you a couple techniques. These are the ones we are going to go over today. One called wet into wet, lifting, salt, glaze, and splatter. I've already pre-mixed my colors just because I know you're not going to want to sit here and watch me mix them. And then I always have 2 water cups, one that I have for my dirty brush and then one I keep real clean so I don't have to keep getting up. And then I have some salt in a container. I have some extra brushes and I always have paper towel. So the first thing I'm gonna do is show you guys wet into wet. So I'm just going to, with a clean brush and clean water, fill my leaf here with a layer of water. Anywhere you put the water, the paint will go. Anywhere you don't put the water, the paint will not go unless you put your brush there. But the great thing about wet into wet, it's really fun. I use it all the time. You get to see all the colors kind of flow together, which I enjoy. You just have to be ready for it, so that's why I have all my colors already mixed up. It almost feels like a tie-dye technique, but in the end, you'll have very smooth, soft, blended edges of where all the color blended together. So it almost has like an airbrush feel. So I'm gonna just start with kind of my lightest color, and I'm gonna just kind of highlight the veins of my maple leaf here. The other thing that's great about maple leaves is they're all a little bit different. Whenever I'm walking my dog, I'll just see leaves and they're so beautiful. They all look like they're painted to me, so I like have to pick them up. So I'm changing colors here and just letting it kind of blend, and I'm just putting it where I want. I mean, they're all different. See, that I just like looking at with my eye. I like seeing it flow. Now you can also have it where, say, you don't want it to flow as much, so I would just have to be patient and let it dry a bit, and then I can still put more color on. But right now I'm actually trying to work pretty quickly because I have a bunch of colors I still want to get on my leaf here. Now if I let it dry, the edges won't be soft. And I want them all to kind of blend right now. Like I can tell it's starting to dry a little bit more there. I can see where it's not as full of water. I like to have really defined edges. And some places, so kind of. I mixed up this dark red too. I used the complements for this. I mixed red with a little bit of green in it to get more like a deep burgundy red. I want that a little more. I'm just blending a bit here. I need some more red, so I'm just grabbing some. You can see now the color is starting to sit a little bit more, not blend as much, which I'm okay with. I'm doing, see what's happening there? There is more water, like, see that reaction? That's called a kickback. So I'm like adding more concentrated paint to the area that still has some water around it, but it's drying, so it's like making a reaction, which you can or may not want. I'm okay with it. I actually like the way it looks, but it will have some texture there. If you want a completely smooth airbrush look, you might not want that. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of lifting, and I just wanna blend. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of water and blend here a bit. And I kinda like that, but I'm gonna blend just that spot. I try to move on and then I find other things I want to do. I like doing this kind of stuff. I just can't help myself. Okay, so lifting, I get a clean brush, I dry it a bit, and then you can see how I'm actually like lifting some of that paint up. I want to blend this. And I can do some lifting afterwards too. But I'm just going to do a little bit now. I'm going to put a little salt on for some texture. I'm just going to get kind of these main. So I lift, dry. Lift, dry. Clean the brush. will do some more lifting after. What I want to do right now is do a little bit of salt. In some places. When you put the salt on, it has to be still slightly wet. And it will, once it dries, it will leave like this really pretty, interesting, irregular texture. That's probably enough. Maybe a little bit right there. Enough! Okay, I'll stop it here. I'm gonna blow dry it, and then I'll show you the other techniques.